Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lost Caravan RPG, where we do one-shots, we do mini-series, and we do long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Tonight, we are here with part 2 of Good Strong Hands, where we were able to get our good strong hands, on early access to the supplement, What is Light Without Dark, which is still on Kickstarter for another week. So if you want to incorporate some of this stuff that we're going to be playing tonight into your game, there's a link in chat that you can go check it out. It's very dark, and it's going to be a very gritty night. But before I introduce you to our players, we have a couple of quick announcements. The first one is Hero Forge, where we typically make all of our customized minis. But for tonight, we don't have any art. But you can go check them out, and you can make your customized minis and have them shipped straight to your door. Or you can just go spend hours making characters that you'll never play. Our second sponsor is Epidemic Sound, where we use copyright-free music, and you don't have to worry about DCMAs or having your channel muted. And if you do experience that, they're really good about getting everything taken care of and everything back up and running. And if you click our link, you can get 30 days free. You can keep it, you can get rid of it. It's the music we're going to be using tonight. Our good old tech picked the music, so hopefully it's good. If you missed part 1 of Good Strong Hands, you can go find it on our YouTube. Sorry, I'm also trying to post the links in chat. I do not multitask well. You can go check it out on YouTube, and it also has all of our VODs from... What did we play recently? What did we play last night? Orbital Blues? Will be up in a couple of days. That one was a really good stream, especially if you missed it. It was pretty good. Yeah, there might be some Pathfinder up there. I'm not sure. Nobody really plays Pathfinder anymore. But you can also check out our website, where you can learn more about all of our great people and community who are doing stuff and things, from art to writing games to voice acting. You can, if you like what we do and you want to roll some dice with us, you can join our Discord. There's a button down below. I'm also going to post the link in chat. That is where we hang out, be giant nerds, and we post our castings, which is open until Friday night at 8 o'clock. We are celebrating our pride by playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Glitter Hearts, Dream Askew, Armor Stare. There's also Locust in there, but I don't think that's going to be gay enough. There are a couple of other ones that I can't really remember. But that is enough out of my mouth. Let's introduce our lovely players tonight. Let's get started with... Let's start with the new blood. Let's start with Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary Kate Mead. You can find me at Nerd on Wheels 15. My pronouns are she, her. And I am playing Belina the Vestige.
The Vestige being a new playable book in the upcoming supplement that is on Kickstarter. Let's go with our youngin. Let's go with little Jack.
You mean character age instead of actual player
Yeah.
age.
I mean, you look pretty young to me.
Well, thank you. It's Cheeto Dust and Aspartame. It's full of it. I am Jason, also known as Graphical Ronin, JJSYNN on Twitter. I'm an illustrator, graphic designer. I'm playing Jack, whose pronouns are he, him, they, it, whatever. He doesn't really have a concept of gender or danger or death. He's just a gung-ho happy boy. My pronouns are he, him, the darkness which lay beneath. That's about it, I think. Am I passing it on?
We will go to the Hard Rock. Jeet.
Gee, that's me. Hi everyone, I'm Jeet. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me at WeebJeet on Twitter. And tonight I am playing Moss, a moss-covered stonekin, who's just trying to have a good time.
And everybody's wonderful home, last but not least. Let's go to Lonnie.
Hi, I am Lonnie, or Looney Shaws, and tonight I'm going to be playing Pip, who is basically a big tree that just has a bunch of little holes and little places that anyone can nest and find a little home if they want. She tries to be very protective of the group, so whenever Moss just denies to, he just walks, like, they just walk on the side of Pip, she feels a little hurt, but, Moss is strong, so she'll just protect them from a distance instead.
So last time, I know it's been a couple of months. Last time, our band of adventurers went to the Forest of Flames, which had been corrupted by the Void, because a wraith had stolen a very special leaf that regrows their forest once every century. They were able to recover the leaf and throw it into the chasm, and they were able to sit and watch, in a bittersweet moment for some, as the leaves started to bloom what's supposed to be their normal reddish orange. But they were not able to find Pip's friend, Greenheart. But through the wind and the leaves, they were able to detect a message that he is out there somewhere. They just have to find him. The coming days have brought parties and fanfare as the woodfolk that were still living in the Void Forest are celebrating, and the ones who had ran away are slowly making their way back to their communities. Our adventurers are being celebrated and given gifts and welcomes and many blessings on their journeys. But all of them are spending their last night before they leave the forest to continue on their journey. Where would everybody be sleeping?
If the weather's nice, Jack would be curled up in the moss on Moss's back. It's very soft.
Moss, which over the next couple of days has started to turn a reddish orange.
Moss is definitely probably a little more on the outskirts of whatever, settlement there nearby. They don't like crowds very much, so they try to keep away from towns and festivities. But yeah, they would allow Jack to curl up in the moss, sort of folded over like a blanket as it sort of seals itself back in.
Pip sleeps with her roots dug into the ground, so she'd probably be as close to Moss and Jack as they'd, allow in the situation. Like, it's not like she's trying to be right over them, hello, I am here, but just trying to be still protective. She can still stay alert when she's sleeping, so she's basically just keeping a watchful eye. Not trying to be too doting, but...
Why don't you make me our first roll of the night? I want a mind check from you as you three start to bed down. It's a very low target number. We're looking for a 3.
All of us are making this roll?
Nope. Just
So are there doubles for anything? Just to be safe. There's no doubles in this game.
there's no doubles.
Okay. Then I rolled a 6. And
That's-
2 ones, but a 6.
A 6 is all you need because you're the only one that stays mostly alert. As Moss kind of like hunkers down and you see Jack just burrow, you start hearing these soft snores. Off in the distance in the woods, you think you see a shimmer of a shape, but you're not sure what. It's far enough away. It could be anything just walking through the woods. You don't really think anything of it, but that's what you see.
Would I be able to try to reach out? So I have an ability called Long Limbs, which lets each of my arms and legs can grow up to 20 feet long. Could I reach out one of my arms? And I believe Woodkin can basically have their face show up anywhere on their body, so kind of have eyes almost kind of grow on the limb that she's extending, just to get a little bit of a closer look, but not right up in their face. Just
Sure. Belina, you've been keeping your distance. You've actually heard whispers of what you've done as people come back in. But you haven't quite joined the revelry because you're not quite the same and aren't sure how people will accept you. When you see this tree branch kind of coming at where you've been hiding but looking, what do you do?
I think that I'm gonna I think that I'm hiding, but I don't think I quite realize that I glow. So I'm there's a rustle of a little bush, but now the bush kind of glows of this blue, almost pulsy light. But then there's a little head that pokes out. But she thinks she might be invisible or people can't see her. But you just see a little blue light of. It almost looks like when you light up smoke. Almost like in a fog when light is on a fog, but it's this foggy coalescing energy, and there's just this little head that pops up with two almost swirls where eyes would be, as it just pokes up to look if things are safe.
Pip will kind of see you react kind of tentatively, and even if she can't see the full shape, even if she thinks you're kind of just a glowing fog, she'll still kind of, I think, realize that you've shifted and changed in a tentative way. So she'll say, "Oh, it's okay, little one." She calls everyone little one because she's a big tree, so everyone's tiny to her. I don't know what size you are, but she's probably taller. And she's like, "It's okay, little one. You don't have to hide. If you want, there's always there's a branch that you can sleep on. I'll make sure that it's low down if you feel more comfortable with that. Don't want to scare you." And then she'll just retract the limb.
I think having it this tree be so kind to her, she'll kind of raise her head up and out, and then you'll see her full form is smaller, but it's a ball, a coalescing body of energy, but there's no hard outline. It's everything is amorphous around her as she kind of pulls up. It almost looks like a woman in a dress, but you don't see where her feet would be or exactly where her hands are, but there's energy going out of where you could visualize it. And she kind of just slowly floats over to you guys. Are you sure I just don't want to
Of course.
cause problems.
She just will interrupt you as soon as you start acting like you're like concerned about being a nuisance or something. She's like, of course. I don't know what kind of accommodations you'd prefer, but I have little hovels, I have little branches.
Pip, as this creature, this new woodfolk, gets closer, you start to feel very subtle hints of the void presence that was similar to what was in the cave. Not quite as strong, and not quite as corrupting, but still just like it's there, deep under the surface.
Is it emanating specifically from Belina or just like a
From
presence
Belina.
of you? She'll still be retracting. Just again, she's trying to like be respectful and not just be like hovering and being like, "What are you gonna do?" So she's like still retracting, but she'll kind of slow down and just so I know, you are friendly, right? You seemed it. I just want to make sure that you weren't hiding as like a thief. Yeah.
No. I'm good. I'm just different.
It's okay. We're all a little different. As long as you, I have some friends over there that I like to keep safe. So as long as you, are interested in doing the same and, not causing any trouble around here.
I kept my friends safe as well.
Good to hear. And then she'll start kind of like make a little motion, almost like kind of like nudging her head, like, come on. And then keep retracting the limb just because, again, I think I don't know how far away you were standing, but she can extend it up to 20 feet. So it's probably like, has a little space.
I'll float towards the camp and I'm Belina. It's nice to meet you. You're quite friendly.
Also to point out, Pip, your leaves are starting to change color as well. It's starting to change colors of the Forest of Flames.
Okay, so that's normal for me, I'm assuming, correct?
No, that's not normal for you. But because of the leaf that you were given a couple of days ago, all of your leaves are starting to turn that color to camouflage where the actual leaf is.
I think she's feeling a little like tentatively excited about it, like in that way of like, is this okay? Is this normal? But also like she knows that she was trying to camouflage the leaf, and she's like, it's almost like a little confidence, like, oh, I'm starting to match this, like this powerful thing that was given to me, like I'm starting to match it. So like a little bit of mixed feelings, but and she will also introduce herself to Belina. She'll say, I'm Pip. The two over there sleeping are Moss and Jack. And then she'll also like introduce you to a few little like just woodland creatures that have like found nests in different parts of her, like tree branches and stuff like that too. Like this is Cinnamon over here, and this is I don't know. I can't think of names on the spot. That's my weakness.
There's Bumble, the pixie, is still awake, and pops up, wings restored, out of the limb that is extended, almost like in your face, because it's just this tiny little pixie. You said your name's Belina?
Uh-huh.
You were the one who tried to save me. You were helping other. That. She's good. She didn't look like this before. Mostly.
No. That was a long time. Well, it wasn't. Feels like a long time ago. But I know it wasn't. I'm glad that you got out safe. I did what I needed to.
I'm glad you're back, however you're back.
Second chance, I guess.
They helped me get my wings back and gave this whole forest a second chance.
Very good. And I think she'll kind of approach and kind of try and sit on a log, and like she doesn't quite have control quite yet of corporeal versus incorporeal, so she kind of like slips, like a hand slips through, and then it just kind of sits on it as though like trying to figure out how to just float, so it looks like she's sitting at least. I'm glad you saved the forest. It was pretty scary, but I'm glad others were able to.
Well, she, like, I think Pip is still a little, like, trying to, I don't know, like, deflate after everything that happened, because she was, like, very traumatized during all of it, so I think she kind of has that long pause, and it's just, it's worth saving.
I thought so.
Sounds like you'll fit in quite nicely from what Bumble just said. Hopefully we won't have to save another forest, but glad you found your way here. And also, whenever it looks like you're starting to like fall through like a tree limb or something, are you on like a log or like on like a branch of Pip's?
I think she might think it's a log, but it's a branch of Pip's.
Okay. Whenever you like start to fall through, she'll kind of like almost like scoot, like just slowly start declining the limb, just to, like kind of keep up with you too.
Nice.
And as Pip and Belina start to get comfortable for the night, Jack and Moss are already asleep. How about you both roll me a d6? I'm going to keep the chaos going.
Just a one?
Just a d6.
5.
Oh, hey, me too.
Roll again.
Roll
We're
again.
going to play some rollies.
Oh man.
6.
3.
Jack, you're the first to fall asleep.
Every time.
You are blissfully warm in Moss's moss, with the sound of the crickets and the sound of the woods and the wind. And as you drift off to sleep, you don't usually dream. Not since you've been in Reverie. You don't know how long that's been. But you know that you don't really dream much anymore. But tonight, you are back in the cave with the leaf that you took from the wraith. And it has this mirror sheen to it. And as you pick it up and look into it, you see a bunch of different images flash. Quick. You see a hospital. You see an ambulance. You see a car. And then a bike. And then a school. And then a man and a woman that you don't recognize. Do you pause on any of these as they flick by?
He stops at the hospital room.
As they're flicking very fast, your mind focuses on the hospital room. And you're there. It looks like you. You don't have the markings that you have now. And there are two people standing next to you. There's an older woman and an older man, probably mid-30s. The woman has your hand clasped. You assume it's you. You think it's you. It looks like you. It doesn't feel like you. At first. And then you start...
Strong at all.
Hmm?
He doesn't look strong at all. He's not like me.
No, he doesn't. He looks very frail. There are wrappings around his head and various other parts of his body. The man is standing in the corner, stern looking, but it's more of like trying to hide what he's really feeling, as the woman next to your bed is openly weeping. And then you feel it. It's faint at first. It just feels like a tingle in your fingers. And then it's like when you hit your funny bone and your hand goes numb, it turns into that. And then it feels like a weight on your chest. And then all of a sudden your whole body just feels like it's pulsing with this pain that you don't know where it came from.
I don't want to wake up. I can't wake up yet. It's not time to wake up yet. And I imagine at this point, Jack is like thrashing in Moss's back. And sort of like, it's like that scream, if you've ever had that thing, I forget what it's called, but where you are half awake and half dreaming but can't move. And the best you can do is let out this just inarticulate noise. I imagine it's a lot like that, like a keening, writhing sound. As he's just kicking at the moss on Moss's back.
As you're thrashing, and you're looking down on this scene, but now you're feeling the pain of the boy in the bed. You see the man from the corner walk over. You can't really hear what's being said, but you see mouths moving, and him grab the woman by her shoulders and usher her out. And now this boy is alone, laying in his bed, helpless. And with that, we're going to move to Moss.
Hey, come on, we don't have to do that.
Who is
That's
now
all right.
dealing with Jack pattern baldness.
No, the moss does just grow back wherever you kick. It's not.
Jack
Moss is never bald for long.
Moss, you've fallen asleep many a time to Jack snoring in various places on your stone. But while you're dreaming, you dream. You were born in Reverie. That's what you do. You dream, you have nightmares. It's just every day. Tonight is a little different. You're a much smaller stone. And you are surrounded by stonekin your own age atop the Moss Mountain. The highest peak in Reverie. So high up that it doesn't even snow, it's just moss. Do you stay with the group of people?
Yeah, I think Moss is interested in hanging out with them, doing whatever they're doing.
It rings to you almost like a memory. Because you recognize every single one of these faces and can name all of them. You grew up with them all. And they all want to go to the edge of the mountain. To the border of Reverie. That you know is just a land of darkness. With just one shining light. You're told you're never allowed to go there. Nobody knows how to get there. but you guys are the keeper of that realm.
I think at this such a young age, Moss doesn't want to be left out or be the stone in the mud, and so thinks about being like, hey, we're not supposed to go over there, but doesn't say anything and sort of just lollygags behind.
Oh, Moss, don't be such a lollygag. This is why people don't like you.
Oh, hey, come on. It's dangerous out there. It's nothing. But the one thing, not really worth looking at, is it? I just see, we could go play ball over there. Or...
We're gonna go see if we can get into the area we're not supposed to. That's what we're gonna do.
I don't think that's too good to do that. I mean,
Come on, Moss.
Our parents will be upset if we go there, for one.
They don't need to know.
Why would they not know?
We won't tell them.
What do you mean we won't tell them? Well, you gotta talk to your parents.
I mean, yeah, but we don't need to tell them when we do stuff we're not supposed to. Are you the reason we get in trouble because you tell your parents things that we do that we're not supposed to?
Well, it's just that it would be. I think we would have more fun if we did things that we were supposed to.
Nah, that's not very fun. We can play ball anytime. I mean, how often do we get the chance to actually look out past the boundaries of Reverie?
Right, yeah, but it's just, out there, it's nothing. Over here is a ball. We know that that's fun. We know that that's bad. Why would we pick the bad thing?
I mean, we just know that we don't know how to get in, and we can't go there. We can always try. It could be fun. There might be balls over there.
I suppose there might be, but
Only one way to find out.
But we're not supposed to, so...
And a bunch of them start moving in the direction of the side of the mountain that you know the darkness is.
Boss was sort of anxiously follow them.
And as you get to the edge, and you see, it's not complete darkness, especially with the moss memories that you have now. You've seen darkness in the void, and this isn't quite that darkness. It's kind of gray and foggy, but in the center is this pillar of light that, for as long as you can remember, has been there. It's the only light in this darkness. It doesn't illuminate much, but it's the only hope. And that's what the light feels like. It feels like hope. And as you're standing there with your friends and they're trying to contemplate and come up with ideas of how to get into this area, you're looking at this beacon and you watch as not slowly, but all at once, goes out. And that darkness starts to spread, and it starts to creep over, making what darkness is there even darker. And it starts to spread up the side of the mountain, and even under.
Oh, that's not good. We should go tell our parent. That's not supposed to go out, I don't think.
Moss, it's been a while, and you've almost forgotten, but you were there the day the light went out, in whatever that realm is. And as some of the images start to fade in the wind, you remember the screams of your friends as they realize what was going on and that something wasn't right. And before you wake up, we're going to move over to Pip.
That's okay.
Pip, you don't really sleep, so you don't really dream because you're always awake. But there's still that, like, doziness, like, where you get just a little tired, and you're in that, like, restful state. Your meditative state. Because you still have to recover. And you remember being on top of that mountain, climbing that mountain, and you're climbing that mountain again to reach the top, to find Hardy. Finding out Hardy's not there, but this time, there's no message. Nobody's seen him, nobody's heard from him. You don't even know where to look. You're alone on a mountain. All of your woodland friends that live in your tree have fled because of the darkness that seems to follow you everywhere.
Did he leave me behind? And she's like desperately searching, like she probably has her face actually show up a little bit higher on the branches than she's usually used to. Just to see if maybe she can see over everything and kind of glance around and see if she can recognize anything, even though there's so many trees that I don't know if she'd be able to tell from that kind of a distance. But she just can't believe that. She can't believe that he just left and didn't say anything, and like she knew that people were worried, but she figured that if there had to be an escape plan that she would be part of it. And that doesn't make sense. So she's just looking and yeah.
Out of the trees haven't changed yet, because like I said, the leaf's not there. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a figure. But all you can see are the reds and oranges of what the Forest of Flame is supposed to be. It looks like it's just over the side of the mountain. Like, you have to go over the mountain, and it's, like, just down on the other side.
I mean, my limbs can reach 20 feet, so can I really quickly just see if I can get a closer look of the figure?
You reach out your hand, and it just seems like... It's like those dreams where you're running on a treadmill. Like, you're running, but you can never catch up to what you're running after. Like, you feel your limb stretch to what you know is the 20 feet. And then it stretches farther. And then farther. And then it feels like you've stretched it 100 feet and you just can't reach what you're looking for.
I think after she feels like she thinks she's close to the end of what she knows is usually her 20 feet, she almost starts running behind her limb. So her limb is still going out, but also she's chasing kind of almost blindly. Because she feels like she's not moving forward at all. So maybe actually chasing it physically instead of just with a limb will do something.
As you get to the edge of the mountain, chasing this forested figure, all of a sudden, the wraith just appears in your face.
Everything just snaps back. Like, as quickly as she can withdraw her that limb, and she takes a step back and then almost just roots down with shock.
And then we're going to move to Belina, who's also asleep. And Belina sleeps. And Belina's had a couple of weeks. You bed down. Well, you sleep in the air, so you don't really bed down. But you float in your sleep. And you're used to this. You've been having these same dreams night after night for weeks. You are running through the forest. You're saving all of your clanmates and anybody that you see on the way. And as you're running and you're saving them, 1 minute you're your old self. And the next minute you're this new something. You don't even know. You're not sure. You've never seen anything like this. You know what's supposed to happen. Why didn't what happens to everybody happen to me?
It just keeps replaying, and it's like when you try to make a different choice each time, but it always ends the same, and it's almost like this like constant maze of replaying until she kind of wakes up out of it, and like the world is dark around her. Just kind of looks around, looks at what used to be your hands, tries to feel on her back for where her wings used to be. There's nothing.
And that's exactly where all of you find yourselves. In the dark, unable to see. But Belina, for once in this darkness, you're not alone. You hear a screaming, thrashing Jack. You hear a startled Pip. You can feel the shaking in the tree. Like you can feel the leaves move. And you can hear Moss. That's not supposed to be like that. We should go tell our parents. As you all wake up in the darkness of a place only Belina has ever been. And a place that only Moss has ever seen. Welcome to Nightmare. Which is a new realm in Light Without Dark.
I think, like, without even, like, fully contemplating, Pip is just gonna reach out one of her, like, some of her leaves and kind of, like, be trying to, like, soothe Jack. Like, kind of just with, like, a little brushing motion with her leaves. But is, like, looking around nervously, knowing that she does not recognize where we are.
Guys, if it's gonna be okay. We're just somewhere else right now. I hope none of you would have to come here, but it's better not.
As in where?
This is the place where the light went out.
We're in Nightmare.
I know I was having a nightmare, but what do you mean we're in nightmare? Just in nightmare, not in a nightmare. Nightmare? Just in
It's
nightmare.
a place. It's where the darkness is, but normally you come here by yourself. But somehow we all got to be here together.
That's good. What do we do here?
We're not supposed to be here.
No.
How did we
shouldn't
get
be
here?
at all?
I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to be able to be movable when I'm rooted down. How did we get transferred to a different place? I don't understand.
It's not different, per se. It's out of bounds. When I lived on top of the mountain, this place was always outside of Reverie. Far beyond where we were supposed to go. But it changed. It had a light, a beacon of some kind, hope in some way. And it went out when I was a kid.
Can we
Feels
relight it?
familiar. I think I've been here before. I think I've come through here before.
She'll let out like a little nervous laugh and be like, "Oh, you've been everywhere, Jack. Even the
have
places you
explored.
shouldn't."
But before I woke up in the forest, I think I remember here. Are you a cloud?
I don't know. I don't think so because I don't rain. But I just am.
Oh yeah, what's up? Who is this?
Oh, hi. My name's Belina. I watched you guys in the forest and thank you for saving it. I tried, but I couldn't.
I found her all by her lonesome. I invited her. I guess this is a good sign if she was brought here with us. If she was considered a friend. If all of us are friends and brought here together. Is Bumble here, by the way?
Nope.
What?
Bumble is not here.
Where's Cinnamon?
Cinnamon is not here. Chip has been gone for a while, but Chip is also not here.
Chip will be back. Don't touch his stuff.
But
Just has his own little-
much like Pip's nightmare, all of the woodland folk that were living in her branches are not there.
She almost feels naked.
A little bit. Their homes are still there, but they aren't.
Kind of covers.
And as naked as you feel, you do still kind of feel... You feel a little alone in that nakedness, but also kind of happy because they're not here.
That's one of those like bittersweet things where like she's protecting them by not being with them, and that is like weird for her to wrap her head around. But yeah, she's experienced some crazy things with some of the people in this party, so she's happy that they're there, but also sad that they're there. One of those kind of things. But
Question.
Huh?
I've been here before. Do I know about if it's safe to be out in the open?
You've been here. You haven't explored much, because every time you wake up here, you're in a different place.
Got it.
But you do know that you have encountered good creatures, and you've encountered bad creatures. So it's kind of like anywhere else, where you kind of have to get your footing. But on that, you do, in the distance, all of you hear a laugh. Almost malicious, but more like a... kind of like a hag laugh. But tricksy. Not like an evil hag laugh, but like a prankster hag laugh. I can't laugh like that. But Belina, you know this laugh. This is... I'm gonna say the name wrong, but this is Celsilix. A bogey you've encountered a couple of times here in Nightmare. Who is trying to eradicate the void that has started to take over Nightmare, much like Reverie.
Salsalix, there's no time for tricks. These people are very scared.
Oh, but there's always times for tricks. Trickses are fun. Trickses are good. What brings you this time?
Honestly, we don't know, but I usually come alone. I don't come with people.
You guys, the rest of you will see, behind the tree, in this darkness, the head of this figure. Young, very dark, antlers, and like a crown of thorns. Oh, you bring friends to Nightmare. That's not good.
I don't know if I brought them. I hope I didn't, but they just came with.
Only a few ways to get into Nightmare there is. Only a few ways. Did you guys kill somebody?
Did you guys kill somebody?
We killed some skeletons.
I don't
Oh,
think
that won't
we killed
do it.
anyone alive.
Great shot.
Killed
I got
the
good
wraith.
Shot.
Did we?
We just put the leaf back in the chasm.
Hmm.
I think the wraith just died as a result of that action. I don't know that we necessarily did him in.
Did you guys find a secret tunnel?
No, we went to bed.
Oh, you had nightmares. Easiest way into nightmares to have a nightmare.
I keep always forgetting these rules.
Had a nightmare of this place.
It's not
Oh.
too bad.
But before
What
Oh.
was it?
there was a light.
You saw the light?
I watched it go out.
That went out so long ago.
I'm very old.
Wow. Elena, you bring good friends. Wait, you saw light go out? You know where the light is?
I know where
You
it
can-
was.
You can relight it.
Easy, right?
It would help a lot. Darkness is kind of where the bad things can be, and if you're not careful, but there's good out here still, and we try, but maybe
It'll be
that's
like
the
when
reason
you-
I was able to find a way out. Is to come back.
It'll be like when you rub your hands together to start a campfire, Moss. You can do it. I'm
I
coming
don't
up,
know if I can make that kind of light.
I mean,
Yeah,
Sisylex can take you. I know where tower is. Big pit. Lots of bad things. Big tower. New resident, though. Seems kind of nice, but
Okay.
scary?
Like me scary, or
No, like big and corrupted scary.
oh,
Talks nice, talks soft. But looks mean and scary. Won't let anybody in the tower.
it's a start.
Let's go.
I suppose it is.
How tall
Jack's
is the
got a
tower?
stand.
Maybe I can just reach around them.
Oh, it's a big tower. Sees over all of Nightmare. Highest point.
You can throw me to the top, Pip. It'll be super fun.
I don't know how high I'm willing to throw you. Heights are... I don't want you to get hurt.
Oh, come on, we'll catch him, won't we? We're always there to catch him.
But heights are still... vulnerable. You're vulnerable when you're up high. And I don't want to put Jack in a vulnerable vulnerable spot, depending on
I
how
don't even know
tall
what
it
that
is. Vulnerable?
means. Yes. Is it
You're
like
not
flying?
safe up there. Well,
Of course I'm safe. I'm with you.
she'll kind of like pat your head a little bit, but well, you wouldn't be flying per se. You'd still have to come back down. You wouldn't be able to stay up there. Unless somebody has the ability to make Jack fly, I can just throw. But gravity is fighting me.
I'm an
It's not
amazing
something
climber.
I can
Oh
do.
yes, what goes in always comes out.
I only have the ability to get people to kind of be a little bit like me and kind of go through things that you should normally stop at.
You can make me into a cloud? That would be
Well, not permanently, but
I'd like to be a cloud.
cool. Let's all be clouds, Pip.
Okay. As long as we can turn back.
I don't know if I can turn all of you guys. That's a lot. I can take one. Just in case.
Why not just Jack then, when it comes up? He's smaller, fits into tighter spaces than I do.
It's safe he can come back. He wouldn't, like, always be in that form.
No, he's alive.
Are you not?
No.
Oh,
But
I'm
the
sorry.
towers. Let's go to the tower.
Yeah. If anyone
To
wants
the
a
tower.
ride. And then
And Celiax knows safest way, but Tower and Pit, dangerous, will not go in with you. No offense, you seem very nice.
Oh, I'm sure we're more than capable.
And Celiax starts to weave you through this land of. You thought the void was dark. This is even darker. You can still make out like the shadows because it's like in Reverie. Like if it were light, if it were daytime, you would still be able to make out what things are. This is just complete darkness, but all of the trees and stones and creatures are just that much darker that you can still make them out. And as you guys slowly start to approach, you start to see in the distance this tower. And as you get closer, it gets higher and higher and higher. And as you get closer, you can make out that it is so high in the air. Like you almost looking at the top of a mountain, kind of high. It's a dull bronze, and around it is a pit, and out of it you can see ghosts that are like flimsy and white, and other creatures that are darker, just circling around the tower and in this pit. I'm gonna ask the characters a couple of questions. Jack, what do you see carved in the side of the tower?
I see a wolf's head with one central eye. Doesn't have two eyes like a normal wolf.
And Moss. How do the ghosts and shadows get in and out of the tower?
There are various little cracks in the stone that they can sort of just weave their way in and out of.
It's like getting sucked into small cracks.
Yeah.
Celiax walks you in a wide berth around this pit, so all of you can get a good look of this bronze tower. And about 100 feet away, you can see this long bridge. That goes over the pit to the tower. And goes, this is where Celiac leave you. Good luck on the bridge. Hope the light comes on. Just flip that switch. And scampers away. Does not want anything to do with what is around or in that tower.
Nice meeting you.
Toodaloo!
Cannot wait to climb that thing, Pip. He's just looking straight up at the tower.
Well, why don't we just go in through the door?
Well, I think we have to talk to somebody first.
And we need to get across the bridge. There's a lot of undead here.
Undead? Sorry, undead.
Like skeletons?
And ghosts and creepy crawlies and things. And there's like a little flicker in the that light and energy that.
Why doesn't Belina give me a heart? Let's call this a heart check.
All right, because this is one of Belina's fears. Definitely, it's
Yeah.
undead. I got a 2, a 3, and a 6.
Okay. The target number was 5.
Oh.
You're able to keep it together. You're not going to mark a condition. You're able to mostly keep it together.
But it's okay. We're just gonna get across. We're gonna get in the tower, and we're gonna get out of here.
Are you okay? Do you want to get up on one of the higher branches away from things?
Oh no, they'll see me faster that way. I'll just stay within a group. People are safer in groups. And she kind of will be within. Probably won't be the one leading, but she'll be within the line when we go across the bridge.
There's a bridge down across the gap already. We don't have to lower it or anything.
Right, there's a bridge. It's a very long bridge, and the pit is huge. It's basically a moat full of shadows and ghosts. And as you get closer and you look down, you can see that there are so much of them that it looks like water with how many there are. And every once in a while, there'll be some that come up and float around into the tower over the bridge.
Jack's not concerned with that in the least. He just starts walking across the bridge. Let's go, guys.
Is that bridge gonna hold my weight?
Yeah, does it look-
It looks like a very sturdy bridge. It looks very well maintained. Considering Moth knows that the light went out a long time ago. Even the tower itself looks very well maintained. Jack, since you're the first one to start going across the bridge, why don't you give me a body check as a couple of these shadows start to swarm you.
That's 2 1s and a 3.
That is a failure. So you will need to mark a condition.
All right.
Let's do exhausted, as one of these ghosts kind of goes like up your nose and into your mouth, and for like a split second you're like suffocating as it goes into your lungs and then kind of bursts out of your chest.
Oh. Ew, 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 ew. Swatting at his face and runs back. What was that?
That's the ghosts and spirits. They're different than me. They're with the void now.
Smells like old feet.
How would you guys like to try and get across this bridge?
Pip would definitely like if Jack would stay closer.
Jack is gonna shoot his bow down into the pit and see what happens.
Oh, joy.
Okay.
You're going to aggravate them.
Maybe don't do that.
Nose, Moss. Right on my nose.
Right, yeah, I was gonna suggest you wear some of the moss like a mask or something.
Yes, please.
He just sort of rips a patch of moss off and hands it to you.
I'm a bandit boy now, and he puts it around his face like a kerchief.
Boy.
Question.
Mhm.
Being in Nightmare, would I know of a way to like how to because ghosts basically will try and like take like sometimes they'll attack your soul and things like that. I know just from my own abilities, but is there like ways to like circumvent them or like across this bridge that I could think of?
You have encountered a few shadows. And you know that like a lot of things in Nightmare, there's something that they're trying to consume. You know that some people give up memories to get past them. You can fight them if you want. They're easily defeated. You can try and play a trick on them. They're also very tricksy. There are a number of ways to either fight or bypass them.
Well, there's options. We can fight the entire moat. That might be a little tricky. Or we can talk to them. They like the people in Nightmare. There's always a want or a need for something. I mean, there's no hope, so you power through some other ways, and well, sometimes you can trick them, or you give them something. But
You would also know that the shadows in particular feed off of good memories.
shadows like good memories in particular.
We give them. Can we just tell them a good memory, or would they take it?
There's always a price in Nightmare. It's just whether you're willing to pay or not.
But you said we can we can talk to them too? Is that...
You can. You can try tricking them.
Oh, tricking, not... not words,
Reason-
motivation, and reason, and debate.
Well, no. I wish it was like home, but there's a lot for means of survival here. People aren't really worrying about that. They're worrying about surviving.
Relighting the light help them? If we tell them that that's what we're doing, is that something that would let them have us pass?
It would depend on the shadow, I guess. Some things don't want the light to come back.
Well, then we don't talk to those people.
Pip, we might not have a choice.
I know. But if we can find a few reasonable ones to help first, that want the hope back.
Would I know if there's do shadows have because this is a moat filled with stuff. Would there be like a shadow leader or something?
Not that you can see. They all look pretty much the same on the outside. What's on in the inside? You don't know, but you have to get across the bridge first.
Okay.
But the encounters you've had with ghosts and shadows, they don't speak. So talking to them might not help.
I don't know if we can necessarily talk to these ones. I'm lucky that I can articulate, but other people can't. It just depends. Do you want to fight? Do you want to give something up, or do you want to trick? Or something else entirely? Those are just the ways I know how.
How do you fight them?
Well, I fight a little differently than everyone else does. I attack their souls.
I don't think I can do that.
Well, you could punch things. They are shadows, I guess, so you can dissipate a shadow, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe my shadow has to punch them.
Could be.
I turned into a shadow once. I could probably do it again.
I bet you could. We should get
You can
across, though.
watch. It might make it harder to persuade if we attack them, but also shows of might here usually help.
I'm gonna let you guys know it's gonna take 10 checks to get across this bridge. One of them has already been made.
Okay.
I'll start walking across. Ahead of them.
Cover your
Give
nose,
me-
Moss.
I thought I have a nose.
Much of the same. Give me a body check.
Oh, boy.
Target number 4.
I'm very good at body. That's a 6, a 5, a 4, and a 2.
Alright, so that is a success with a boon. So I am going to give you 2 successes on getting across this this bridge, and you get to ask me a question.
Jack looks up at Pip and says, I softened him up for him.
You did a
I
good
get
job.
to ask you any question I want.
Yep.
Don't know. Um. Hmm.
Oh, but you also have to mark a shadow, I believe.
I did. I'm up to 3 now.
Oh, and Jack, mark a skill because you failed. So you get to take a skill point because you failed.
Yay.
I forgot that mechanic.
What should I ask, guys? What do you want to know?
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
I don't think that's gonna help us, Jason.
I would have to Google that anyways. I have no idea.
African European. I don't know.
Do you want to think on it?
Yeah, I'll think on it. If
Okay.
I think of a question, I'll let you know.
All right. Belina, Pip, do you want to try anything to try and get across this bridge?
Yeah, I will start going across, but I kind of want to watch for when they come, so if they try to come at me, I can do a heart attack, because I have a ability that lets me attack with heart instead, rend the soul. I can make heart checks to fight attack by tearing at the target's soul, so I would like to do that.
Okay, I will let you do that, because Moss has started walking forward onto this bridge, and the ghosts and shadows are circling him.
Okay.
They're not doing anything to him yet. He's able to, like, fend them off, and a couple of them do disappear. But you can attack a couple of them if you would like to roll some heart.
Yeah, definitely.
We're looking for a 4.
Oh man, that is a fail. I got 2 3s and a 2.
I would like you to mark the afraid condition and also a skill point because you failed.
Alright.
As you go to attack try to rend these souls of kind of what you've become, but what you're also fighting yourself, you find yourself holding back on your magic. And it just doesn't quite strike true. But that is still considered a check. Also, mark 1 shadow for me as one of the shadows you weren't paying attention to on Moss kind of leaps into your body, looking at you like you are one of them.
Gotcha.
If you want to spend a spirit, you can expel it. You should have 3 spirit right now.
I'd rather save that, because I've got some pretty high spirit abilities that I would like to use.
Absolutely. Just giving you that.
Totally understand. I'm pretty okay on Shadow, so I've got some to spend.
Moss is catching them underneath the Moss. He's like lifting it up and putting it back down once they get in there.
So
what is
these is figuring things out.
Mhm.
Is there a mechanical aspect to that, or
when it comes back to your turn to try and get across, you can definitely use one of your specialties, and it will give you an extra die on the roll.
okay?
That would be a mind check to figure things out.
Ooh, probably not going to help Jack.
Or you can.
Oh, no.
I will let you convince me that it's another skill. Another skill.
That would be overcoming fears. So could I use heart instead?
We'll talk about when it gets to your turn.
All
But
right.
Pip also needs to start going across this bridge.
Yeah, so I think right now she doesn't really have anything like specifically that she can do. So I think she's just gonna see if she can start cautiously walking, and she's like hoping that Jack will stay close. She knows Jack isn't gonna stay close, but she kind of almost like has a little set of leaves like trying to like grow to like protect him like a little shield, but he's not gonna stay in it, I'm pretty sure. So instead she's basically just kind of ready to like swat at anything that might come towards her, and just is cautiously starting towards the bridge.
So I'm assuming that you would like to try and use heart to protect Jack.
Yes, please.
All right.
Cool.
Are you using any of your specialties?
So probably a little bit of long limb just to increase my reach.
I believe that is a
specialty.
talent. Your specialty.
Helping others.
Okay, that will give you an extra die on the roll.
Cool. Okay. Rolling 5 dice. Okay, well, good thing I had 5 because the highest thing I rolled was a 5, and then 2 1s, a 2, and a 3.
All right. Well, all you needed was 1 success. You are able to swat a couple away from Jack, but your now orangish red leaved limbs are just kind of encompassing him as much as Pip possibly can. All right, Jack. You want to use heart?
Yes. I'm gonna
How do you-
overcome my fear of that thing flying up my nose again.
Okay. Yes. I get it. Because of the nightmare you had where you actually felt the pain of what actually happened to you, I will allow it. And I will give you an extra dice of figuring things out. And if you get a critical success, you can also ask a question.
Okay. I will have to roll 1 a second time. It's 2 6s and a 5. And a 4. And a 3.
All right, that is 4 successes?
Yes. I come bursting out of Pip's leaves, doing acrobatic somersaults and rolls.
So I was trying to be a shield, but really I was just the curtain that was like concealing until the perfect moment for him to explode out and them not know what's going on.
It's like a 30-foot stretch of Naruto running.
Jack, you are going to mark 2 shadow.
Uh-oh.
But you guys are over halfway across this bridge at this point.
Now, I have something called Void Defiant. I can spend 1 skill or spirit to avoid marking shadow when I get 2 or more.
You can, yes, most of the time when you get void, you can spend a spirit to not take the void.
Okay.
But in your case, you can also use skill. So, your pick.
Alright, I will use skill.
But one of those you have to take.
Right.
As you're tumbling, that spirit, that shadow that was stuck in your lungs, like you kind of cough up. And in doing so, it kind of circles you, but in a not as sinister, but more of a friendly way, kind of coaxing you. And you also have a question that you can ask me. You can confer with the rest of the group for a question.
Yeah, let me think about it.
Because you now have two questions that I have to answer honestly.
Tough, right? Coming up with a question.
Yeah.
Because Jack would want to know something that would not be helpful at all.
That, if that's what Jack wants to know, if I can answer it.
No, I'm gonna think about it for a second. I think, if that's all right.
Okay. Has Moss thought of a question?
Moss is not thought of a question.
Has
Moss is
JT
not a
thought of
very
a question?
No. JT is about as smart as Moss is.
Alright. You need 3 more checks to get across this bridge. Moss, because you don't have a question, I'll give you a little piece of information.
Sure. I'll take a piece of information.
About 100 feet up in the tower, you see a window. There's not a light in the window because there's really no light here. But you see very clearly, surprisingly, a stone figure just slowly walk across the window as it makes its way farther into the tower. And you know that it is a stonekin.
I think that's one of my kind up there in that window.
That's amazing.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a, like a mossy peak stonekin, but it's a stonekin.
Normally we don't see a lot of people from home here, so it's nice.
We lived right on the edge between Reverie and here. It's possible someone could have fallen down, I imagine.
Well, maybe they know the way out.
Possibly. There are 3 ways to get in and out. We still need more successes, so I will, I feel bad for trying to attack them, like, part of me. So I think instead, so hopefully they won't bug as many of my companions, I will try and give up a good memory to them, so they'll hopefully not bug them as much.
Okay. Before you tell us what this memory is, roll me a heart check. Target number 5.
One is cocked. Oh man, I'm just failing all over the place. That's another one. A 1, 4, and a 3.
Okay, I need you to mark a shadow.
Alright.
This one is going to be permanent. So
Okay.
if anything comes up where you can get rid of shadow, that's a permanent shadow.
Gotcha.
But with this giving up of a memory, it's going to get you guys the rest of the way across this bridge. What is it that Belina is giving up to get to this tower?
I think that she remembers back to the forest on her last name day for her birthday, that everyone came and it was one of those special days in her little sylph village, that there was a dual rainbow, but it was one of the most beautiful things she's ever seen.
And as soon as what the rest of you see is Belina just stops dead in the middle of this bridge, so close to the end, and to the entrance of the tower, just stops. And you see a shadow not even go through any of her orifices, just enters her body completely. And as it comes out, you all see like some of her pulsing blue is a little brighter as it comes out attached, and the shadow drifts away. And all of the shadows and the ghosts dissipate farther and deeper into the pit. And none of them are surrounding you. And Belina, you no longer remember what a rainbow is, or your birthday.
Oh, was that it just happened with the thing going through the thing in the light?
I paid our way across.
What, with like a memory?
Well, I don't remember it now.
Well, yeah, how could you? I don't think we should do that anymore. You gotta remember stuff.
I have others. I didn't want you guys to get hurt, and I didn't want them to get hurt either.
Oh, I
It's
don't know if they can.
complicated.
But it doesn't seem very complicated to me. Just don't give your memories away. That seems rather simple. We can handle a few ghosts or shadows or whatever they are.
I guess.
We'll help you make new happy ones soon, okay?
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, after we get out of here at least. Thank you for doing that, but, are they just gonna leave us alone now?
Mm-hmm. They got their payment. There's always a price in Nightmare.
Keep saying that and it doesn't become any more reassuring, but
I don't suppose they'll take payment in moss or leaves.
I
got plenty
mean,
to
if it...
spare.
Well, if it's the feeling of seeing moss grow for the first time, or watching a leaf turn into a beautiful color, then yes.
I've seen moss grow lots of times.
But the first?
Well, that was when I was born.
And that would be enough.
They just don't take nuts and berries like squirrels and chipmunks do. I prefer squirrels and chipmunks.
They're much kinder.
Depends on
Anyway, tower?
Yeah?
Out of character, Jack's thinking about asking just straight up how do we get in.
Most people would walk through the door, which is right there,
That seems very...
with a wolf with one eye carved in the doorway.
We could ask what the favorite bribe for the person that's blocking the tower is.
That would be Moss's question.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I don't have
already-
a question, I'm just...
I already got my info.
He did. He already got his info. There is somebody living in this tower, and it is a stonekin.
Yeah, I think this will be a crap job if it's just one of my kind in there. Very practical people we are.
But for Jack's question, you can just walk through the door. It is open. You got past the bridge, which was its lock. As you guys reach the door, it is a stone door, which is odd. Most doors aren't made of stone, but the stone is immaculate. Very well chiseled. And carved into it is a wolf with one eye.
Very cool door, Pip.
I speak to it.
What do you say to it?
Hey, is it alright if we come in? You got one of me in you. Figure, what's another one, right?
You feel a slight rumble as the stone understands what you say, and you can feel in your stone as your message starts traveling up the tower and stops about midway. And the door's open. They just slide it open.
Hey, look at that. See? No memory needed.
That's incredibly concerning.
Helps when you can talk to rocks, eh?
I
Can
talk
Pip
to you all
fit
the
through
time.
the door?
Yes,
Okay.
it is a very large door. There was a stonekin, and they can be very large. And as you enter, it's really mostly a spiral up. Almost like you would see in a lighthouse. Endless. I don't know if anybody's ever tried to walk up the stairs at the Statue of Liberty. Don't. It's horrible.
I've done it, yeah. It's fun.
But it's kind of
Elevators.
it's kind of like that, where you can look up and you can see what you think is the top, and then just stairs just going up and up and up.
There were a lot of people there that day. It was mostly just staring at the butt of the person in front of me. Not fun.
I've done it. I've done it before too. It's really not fun. It's just as bad as going up the stairs to the Empire State Building. Just take the elevator.
Yeah, just.
You think it'll be fun? Just take the elevator.
So there's no elevator here, though.
There's no elevator here, unfortunately.
Okay. Is it like actually like all the way around, and you can like look down the center higher up we get, and just like
Yes.
oh gosh, okay, this is gonna suck.
There are railings. So, like, there's a railing in the middle, so it's not like if you misstep, you're just gonna fall off. And it's wide enough that you can be close to the wall and not have to look over.
But it's already safer than any Galactic Empire installation.
This will be a piece of cake.
Yeah, Jack is definitely looking over the side. He's like, "Whoa!" Hanging out over the railing and stuff.
Hey, Pip,
Like,
you should extend your branch a little bit so Jack can get all the way out there.
would you? Please,
You have to
please.
put ideas in his head.
Of course I do. Look at him.
She'll-
He's so pleased by that concept.
She will like very like if you want, she will like extend a branch, but she will have like multiple branches like around you, almost like a harness kind of thing. So you're very protected. But she'll be very clearly on the other side of the wall. Just like hugging a wall.
So cool.
I think I've fallen from this sort of height before.
See, this don't like heights. That sounds awful.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm a rock. I can fall from great heights, mostly.
See, if I was about to fall off of a great height, I'd probably just root down.
Don't know if you're gonna root down out here, Pip. It's solid, this tower.
She'll kind of just look up a little bit and yeah, I was worried about that.
Well, I don't know.
But-
When I woke up in the forest, there was a rock and a waterfall and a tree had grown its roots all the way through it. I bet you could do it, Pip.
That was probably a smooth stone. Rough stone like this you don't see every day. It's a good tower. Bellino, when did you say this tower had been erected here?
It's been here since I've been here. And I guess it's been here since the Boki's been here, and well, they've been here a very long time.
Oh, yeah. She remembered the light.
They said it was as easy as flipping a light switch, right? When we get up
I
there.
did- Well, pokies are a little bit tricky, so it might not be that easy, but who knows? I hope it's as easy as flicking a light switch.
If it's a really big switch that takes a lot of power, I think we have some strength in the group, right?
Oh, I can handle it easy. Any switch you throw at me, I can pull.
Jack,
Yes.
you're hanging over the edge in Pip's branches and leaves.
Arms out like I'm flying.
I want
Just,
you.
like, Supermaning him or like airplaning him.
I want you to roll me a mind check, but you get an extra die with your figuring things out.
Oh, so I get 2. Awesome.
Wow.
It's a low target number, but I just want to see.
A 5 and a 3.
Awesome. Your target number was a 4. As you're like flying in the middle of this, you kind of like very much Peter Pan style standing there. And you look up, and you guys have been walking for a while. And you see down is a ways. If you fall, there's no surviving. But you see a little bit of not a landing, but kind of like a little bit of a straightaway before the stairs start again. And at first you see a shadow on the wall, and then you see a figure, and then you see tools, and it stops, and it looks like it's chiseling, and then it looks like it's polishing.
I think there's a gnome up there, you guys.
No.
No?
No, he's the little guy with the thing that makes the marks on walls and stuff.
Well, I guess it could be a gnome. You don't get
also-
many gnomes up this way.
Mark spirit for that success.
I don't think I've ever met the gnome. I hope he's nice.
Oh, they're usually kind of cranky.
Could be something else, though. Hope it's friendly.
I mean, Jack did see it was made of stone. I just love that it was a gnome. What do you guys do?
Moss keeps walking. Moss ain't stopping. They
Um,
want to meet whoever's up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys keep walking, you see, still on this kind of like straightaway. It's one of the very few like level parts. You guys have encountered a couple where it's like kind of like a resting floor. Like it really doesn't branch anywhere. It's just a flat place that's not stairs that you could just stand and rest for a second. But what you see is this very large, almost pip size stonekin.
The biggest.
Smoothing out the stone on the walls, polishing it. You see cleaning supplies in its belt. And it pulls out various different things to make the bronze shine.
See? Tools. A gnome.
That's what I be, mate.
Hello there.
Blimey.
Huh?
He's my dad, you are.
Not many people in the tower. How? And next to them is a window, and they stick their head out of it. How you get past them?
Well, a little barter and trade never hurts.
Can I help with something? Do you need cleaning? Look a little mossy?
Oh no, I'm supposed to look like this. I'm from the peaks over in Reverie.
hearing the offer of cleaning is about the only thing that Jack has found terrifying in this entire scenario. So he hides himself inside of Pip's sleeves.
Oh, now you hide.
He's scared of taking a bath, Pip. I've tried to dunk him in water many times.
She'll be looking down. She's like, I have water magic, right? I can give you a bath at any time.
No. Oh, bad.
No, yeah, your door let us in. We're here to see what's about.
I felt
wanted-
the stone.
Just out of curiosity, the amount of stairs that we've walked up so far, is that around where it seemed... Well, actually, wait, I wouldn't know about where the signal stopped in the tower, right?
No, only Moss would know.
I wasn't sure if that was a visible
Is
thing.
this about where the signal
Yes.
stopped?
Yeah, give or take. It's probably a little higher than when the signal stopped. But this is about.
Right, yeah, you got the signal, so you knew we was coming, didn't you?
I didn't think it was serious. You'd make it up this high. Usually the ghosts get rid of anything else.
Okay,
Everything else.
I was gonna
Ghost
ask if you got a
tickled.
lot of ding-dong ditchers.
What's a ding dong ditch?
something Jack told us about.
What's a jack?
That one.
The one that's like hiding behind me right now.
Every time you reach for him, he's scuttling to a new place.
Oh,
Jack, he's not
saw
gonna
him a little
clean
while
you.
ago.
We're
You don't
trying,
know that.
We're trying to find our way to turn the light back on.
Oh, many have tried and they end up in the moat.
Right, so what are you doing here then?
I just work here. I'm just trying to survive. I keep the stones clean and in good shape.
It's a good job.
I don't mind the new guy. It's kind of nice.
He's a new guy?
About a couple months ago. Big corrupted tree man.
What's his job?
To keep the light off.
Oh. Right.
Kind of like
Oh.
Hey,
I've
Pip,
heard stories of a lighthouse and a light keeper. Kind of the opposite of that.
like a light stopper.
He likes his games. We play sometimes when I
What?
don't have work.
What games does he like to play?
I don't really understand it. It's a chance game. I lose all the time. My
It's
luck
no
is bad.
ball. I hear you. It's no ball.
I think he calls it the soul depths. The depths of the soul.
Fish.
Where are the fish going?
Going. Just going. Don't worry about it. I'll teach you one day. If we're still here one day. I don't know. Is this game doesn't sound very fun, is it? What are the stakes? Or what is the prize? What is the goal? What are you trying to do with it?
I just play and I lose, and then I go back to work.
Maybe he'll let us turn the light back on if we win.
Is it a fun game like hide and seek?
I can win at hide and seek here. See? And he blends in with the stone, like behind him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very good. You're quite the boulder, mate.
Oh, you're still talking to him. Where did he go?
What do you mean he's right there? Ain't he?
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, hi. You are good.
Could you tell us how the game works?
So you roll some dice, and you have to have. Do you need the big number or the little number to win? I don't remember. Sometimes I roll big numbers and I lose too.
Okay.
Possible he doesn't play fair. If the rules always change.
I think the rule is I always lose.
Oh,
That's
it's like
not a
playing
good
games
rule.
With Chippy.
I feel like I could win that.
Same way.
Chippy's got all of us out of a few bucks along the way.
But I'm sure he would be happy to have new friends to play with. Just make sure you don't end up out the window.
We'll try.
Make sure that he doesn't make the rule that we automatically lose. Then we should be okay.
Well, you're close. And you see one stone, hand come out of the wall, and point up. And you see that there are only about 2 more sets of stairs to go up.
So the walk up, I'm making sure I'm not holding Jack out anymore. It's too high up. Sorry.
That's alright, he's still warily watching the washer, dude.
Here, I'll protect you. Just stay in this little opening. Hovel, I guess is the word I was using earlier. Just stay tucked in here. You'll be safe. I'll make sure the clean man won't clean you.
You just see 2 eyeballs peeking out from a patch of little leaves.
Think of it this way, Pip. We can't lose if we're having fun. So,
I mean,
If we get
there's
thrown out a
ways to
window.
lose.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was just saying, there's other ways to lose, even when you're having fun. But
maybe if you think that having fun isn't a win condition.
Well, so if we get thrown out a window, that doesn't sound very fun.
Well, we just won't do that.
Yeah, but there's 4
Okay.
of us and 1 of him.
Yeah, how's he gonna throw us out, toss us out, eh?
I'd like to see anyone throw moss anywhere.
That's right. I'll just buckle down, do what he did, blend in with the stone.
I'm too fast, he can't catch me.
And as you guys are having this conversation and heading up the rest of the stairs, you get to this, where it comes level. And you see, in the back of this room, is, almost like a dais. And this, glass case, and inside this glass case is this large gem that is inert. And off to one side you see a table set up with some dice. And the most chilling thing in this room is the last thing you'll see before we go to break. A very large woodkin. Its leaves are all gone. There's no more bark. Trying to find the rest of its description. It's the trunk of the tree and the branches that are left are hardy and corded, looks very sinewy, and full of just wooden muscle. And you just hear the click-clack of dice. Hasn't noticed you yet. That's where we're going to take a break. We're going to go to the bathroom, get something to drink, and then figure out what's going on in this room. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We just made it up the Tower of Nightmares to try and relight the hope of this land. Nightmare is a new realm for Good Strong Hands, which is in the new supplement, What is Light Without Dark? That is still on Kickstarter for another 8 days? 7 days? Something like that. But you can go find it at the link that is in chat. It has been really fun so far to play with this realm and how dark it is, because it's even darker than the Void, and being able to use one of the playbooks as well. But let's get back. You guys entered this room, and there is a scary big tree playing dice. And what you would assume is the extinguished light of Nightmare behind. What would you guys like to do?
Hello.
Hello?
Alright. Hello.
Can I help you? Oh, and you see this tree skims all of you, pauses on Pip, skims the rest of you, and just does another, skim back.
We heard you were the new leader of the tower.
Is Jack hidden from his view at all?
If you're still afraid of being cleaned, and you're
Then
hiding
probably.
away, yeah.
Yeah, if you're hidden, you're also smaller than everybody. Like, Belina is normal size, but floats.
Yeah, and is luminescent.
Yes.
And
I'm
also-
a
But
tiny
if-
little boy climbing sneakily down the backside of Pip, trying
I
not
think-
to be seen.
Yeah. I think
You are
also
definitely
if
small
he
enough to hide behind Pip, for sure.
I was gonna say, if he also kind of settles on me for a second and then keeps going, I probably will also be shrinking back a little bit too. So if you are behind me, then obviously I'm probably the tallest one here, but I'm still trying not to be seen. So you will be very protected.
I'm playing ninja.
This is the Jack up our sleeve, or the trick up our sleeve. We can literally just have Jack give us extra dice. No one ever knew he was there.
Yeah, cheat against a gambler. That's always gone well,
I mean, it sounds-
notoriously.
Sounds like he's been cheating, so why not cheat back? Right? That's not how that works.
Good God.
We're screwed. But anyway,
Has
We've all
Vink sent you to play?
Vink.
What was that his name? The stone man downstairs.
Yeah, Stoneman. Cleans,
Oh.
fixes, keeps up the tower. I wouldn't say I'm a leader of this place. I just showed up here one day, and here I am. I can't leave.
Why can't you leave?
He gets up and goes to a window. And much like you've seen Pip do, where she elongates her limb, he does much the same. And the limb that it reaches the window, as soon as it touches the outside air, completely disappears. And you can see the bulging muscles like still moving, like it's traveling, like he's still extending it, and there is nothing, and then it comes back in, unharmed. That's
Can I
what
roll a heart
happens.
check to see if he like seems like sad about this, or is this kind of just like
Yeah, you can roll a heart check.
cool? Okay. Because I might try to do something kind of weird if he seems like sincerely trapped in. Oh, okay, a 6, 2 5s, and a 1.
Mark a shadow
Okay.
because you got 2 successes.
Mhm.
Definitely does not want to be here. Not his choice.
Okay.
But you also can tell that he is compelled to do the thing he was sent here to do, whether he wants to do it or not.
Okay. Pip is gonna take like a cautious few steps forward towards him, and
You see him take a couple of steps back as you're walking towards him.
it's okay.
Hmm.
I can do the same thing that you just did. And she'll like extend her arm out and also try to like start moving towards the window, not towards him. But
Yeah, your limbs don't disappear.
okay. Can I try something? This is gonna seem a little weird, but what would happen if we both kind of reached our limb out at the same time? Does that seem weird?
You see the expression on his face is like, I've done this a million times, and just puts his arm out.
So
His
she
limb out.
kind of like almost grows her limb like around his, like almost kind of like intertwining a little bit. And she wants to see if like their two limbs almost like combine. Basically, they're holding hands, okay? But tree holding hands. And tries to see if his hand will still disappear when she is like doing like when she like they're both.
When both of the limbs go out, inside you can still feel what of that branch wrapped around your branches. But as soon as it's outside, it's like you're wrapped around nothing. You're wrapping around your own branches at that point. It's just not there anymore.
Question.
Oh.
Oh no, sorry. I was just gonna ask when this is happening. Can I make a check? Because this sounds like some sort of curse or some sort of like force thing. If there's anything in the room or anything on him that might give us some information. I'd like to use my specialty notice something.
Okay. What kind of trait would you like to use? Would you like to use your mind, your body, your charm?
Charm would be best if I can do that.
Okay. We're gonna say that. Okay, you're gonna use charm, but your result is gonna get you information, and it's gonna get Pip information because of charm. Because Pip is the one who is currently interacting.
Perfect.
Target number 5, and you can roll an extra die
Okay.
because you're using.
Good. I got a 1-5. I got a 1, 2, and a 3 and a 5.
1-5 is all you needed. You see. You don't really see how exactly to break the curse because you're not sure what curse it is. But what you do see is that next to this gem, there appears to be this torch. And if you can gather that if you can find a way to light the torch, you can probably start to light the gem again. And with that one success, Pip, the part of you that is connected to this corrupted, withering, masculine tree is that the leaf that is high up in your branches and has been hidden, you can feel it moving down your branches. Almost like it's drawn to whoever this other person is.
I want to, like, at first I thought I was going to start retracting my branch back in, but when I feel this, I kind of stop it. Like, I stop retracting and kind of just hold both of our limbs out there still. And I just want to look at him and be like, what happened to you? Just almost to stall, but also just out of curiosity too. Like,
what is everybody else doing? While
Pip is holding Swolio's attention, Jack is going to very exaggeratedly sneak from behind Pip to behind Moss.
oh no, I forgot to protect my youngling.
Oh no.
Jack just as you get close to Moss, you don't hear it, but you feel, do you want to be clean?
Freezes.
We are in Nightmare Land, so
That's true.
just the constant threat of you being cleaned.
Dancing scrub brushes.
I think that just kind of watching Pip and this tree interact, Moss is attempting to decipher whether or not this tree is like filling a space that has to be filled, or just if this person, whoever this is trying to whatever put him here.
What would you like to roll to figure out this information?
Well, I think most logically is mind, but I do also have a specialty in gathering information and a specialty in history.
Okay, so you get a die for gathering information and an extra die for history. You can roll your mind. You can roll an extra die if you want to use your luck point from chat, or you can re-roll any of your failures.
I think Pip's probably going to need that extra luck point here in a bit. If
There's a floating one, so
yeah,
I have one.
That's 6, a 5, and a 1.
That is a critical success. Mark a shadow.
Oh yeah, brother.
What is it exactly you're looking for?
Moss wants to know if someone needs to take this guy's place so we can relight the thing.
Okay. So, the stories you've heard, specifically you as the keepers of the border of Nightmare and Reverie, is that there is always a guardian of the light. And their sole job is to keep it lit, or probably in this case, keep it unlit. And you also clock the torch. But what you also get is the forge tucked away in the corner.
Do I know that Jack is behind me?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
his back is like literally right up against your leg. He's like,
I think Moss sort of reaches behind themselves, grabs Jack kind of by the scruff of his neck, and makes a pocket and sort of just tucks him in there, because he knows that's where Pip would want Jack in this situation. And just sort of turns to whisper to the other two. There's a forge over in the corner there that I think we need to have a look-see at while Pip's attempting to decipher this guy.
Yeah, we need to light the torch, but there has to be... It just feels off.
What I know is that someone has to be here to keep the beacon lit. Or unlit.
Do you think it's possible to, fix the guy?
I do, but I don't think Pip's gonna like the answer very much.
Okay. I'm good at distracting.
And you help Pip distract this guy while I try to figure out how it is I'm gonna take the place.
No, you can't. What?
Someone has to be here.
We
And this
just
guy
walked in.
definitely doesn't
Hey.
want to be. He doesn't want to be here.
Okay.
And I don't know, I've never met this fella that Pip's always on about. But she seems rather taken with that one. And if that's an opportunity, I don't want her to miss it, you know what I mean?
he is
I feel
swole.
like this should be a discussion.
He's mighty muscly. We don't have time for a discussion, do we? I'll just try to figure out how to light the torch then. How about that?
Okay.
You hear a muffled Jack say, I like the idea of you staying here, Moss.
Alright, it's alright though, isn't it? It's what I'm for.
No, you're for walking around with me and Pip and Chippy and Cinnamon and having adventures. That's what you're for.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that, eh? But I can't rightly leave someone here who doesn't want to be here. If it comes to that.
Okay. I'm just gonna go up to try and distract while things are figured out in the background.
With that, the camera pans back over to Pip. And,
Unchained Melody playing in the background.
Mysteriously unnamed tree man.
would you like... I mean, it's called the Creaking Death.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
My favorite Metallica song.
So part of me was thinking the leaf was like going towards him because it's actually Hardy and I have a connection with Hardy and it's like trusting him, and now part of me is like, oh, but this thing is death and wants a token or a present. The price. And
He has not asked for anything of you guys yet, except for to play a game.
Oh, I'm playing a different kind of game. I'm playing a brain game.
Playing mental 5-dimensional chess over here.
What if we intertwined limbs and... Anyway.
This
Stop
pose is
talking now.
called.
So good, the limbs disappeared.
Damn. Didn't know I had that. I didn't know it was that good. But anyway, the last thing that was asked before we panned over to everyone else, was what happened to you?
There was a darkness that took over. I was chasing something, and then my roots were severed. And my leaves fell off. And as he says that his leaves fell off, you can feel the retraction of his branch so that his full branch is inside the building again. And as it starts to rematerialize, you can see it softly, you can feel it softly stroking the leaves. And then
My leaves.
your leaves. You're the only one with leaves.
You gross.
I think you guys need to leave.
If we're
And
gonna do the leaf puns, I'm going.
and then he goes, then I woke up here, and over a few weeks my bark fell off, and all I had left was this game and the compulsion to stop whatever wants to relight that.
Pip is going to it's almost different somehow with like when she was trying to intertwine like their limbs and like go out of the window. It was kind of like I just want to experiment, but now he's like very like intimately stroking like her leaves, and she almost wants to pull away, but it's one of those things where like that one leaf is still trying to like make its way towards him, and she wants to figure out why. So she like wants to reflexively pull back, but she doesn't, and she lets it like she's kind of just trying to like distract and ask questions and everything for like just to see where that leaf goes and what happens. But she's gonna say, so do you remember who you used to be? Do you remember anything about what you were looking for, where you were going?
You see this searching look in his eyes, and as you can see he's trying to remember something, anything. I had not just death and horrors. Something about you, your leaves, they look familiar, but I don't know why.
Do you know a woodkin named Pip? Does that...
Before we answer that question, I need everybody else to let me know what they're doing. This has been a couple of minutes. You guys had time to do something. He has looked over toward the gem, so if someone is trying to light it, they need to be sneaky.
I think Mars is trying to see what the hell the forge is about. If that's got anything to do with the gem and the torch.
So the forge is easy enough to figure out. It is a forge with magical fire inside of it, which is not unusual in Reverie.
I think I could put that 2 and 2 together, don't you, Jack?
You know I don't do math, Moss.
Wait, it's forge, magical fire, there's a torch over there. I don't think my sparks are gonna light it, do you?
Well, let's stick it in the forge and light it.
Yeah, you think you could sneak over there and grab it for me?
Oh, you know I can.
That's right.
I'm nervous that he's trying to manipulate Pip. Because I know there's a lot of tricksy things here.
I think the
Pip
word you're
is
looking for is seduce.
Yeah. So I'd like to kind of, as I'm hearing him, I want to watch for like the body language of the tree and like if there's any type of tell that is
A whole lot of wood.
going on. There's a lot of telling going on, but
There's a lot of telling. Roll me. You're trying to get intentions, so why don't you roll me a heart check?
Okay, would the noticing things specialization come up for this?
I would say no to noticing things, but yes to persuading.
Okay, awesome.
Because you're trying to figure out if he's trying to manipulate your newfound friend.
Okay, great.
You are looking for a target number 6.
Oh god. Okay. Reading a tree is hard, y'all.
Well, he's
Reading
not
a
hungry
barkless
yet.
tree is
A
harder.
barkless tree is even harder because I failed. Yeah, I got a 1, a 4, and 2 5s.
Is there still
Alright.
that rolling or that floating hero?
There is.
Yeah.
You can re-roll it. You can re-roll all of your failures if you want to try
Okay.
again.
If you guys are okay with it,
By all means,
okay.
I
Yeah.
less that hero
I'll try.
point for
It is a
somebody.
target number 6, but
Yeah,
I've
let
got
me
4
know if I'm
dice.
being manipulated because in game and in person, no clue.
There you go. Now.
That is 1 6.
That 1 6 is all you needed.
1.
So
All you
I
you
got
can.
again 2 4s, a 1, and then a 6.
So you still mark the skill from the first failure, and then you'll mark spirit for this success.
Alright.
What you can gather from what you've heard after conversing with Moss and Jack is Pip is feeling intimacy, but what you're seeing is familiarity. You intimately know this feeling, especially since you've turned into a vestige. That clinging to things that used to be but aren't anymore. And as you hear this being talk about not remembering is very similar to what you went through. There are things you don't remember far back after you died, trying to save everybody in the void. And those are the vibes you're getting from him, is that whatever he's talking about these leaves, and it's kind of like when you come across something that you forgot, but feels familiar, but you don't know why.
Okay, and he's not. It's not malicious.
No.
Like there's
Mm-mm.
okay.
Not yet.
Alright, and the vestige is getting out her spectral popcorn and watching what's going on.
Okay, roll me a charm for popcorn. No, just
Alright. I'm like, I'm ready.
Yeah, so Jack is going to try to sneak across and snatch at Torch.
Why? So I'm gonna say that with the reroll, Belina's just in the way that when he looks over, everything still kind of looks dark because she's so see-through and dark herself. It makes the things behind her still look monochrome. Roll me a body check to see if you can get the torch lit.
Question for the GM.
Sure.
I have a specialty in helping others. Can I give him an extra die from being so big?
Well, I got a 6 and a 4, so...
He's
Okay,
good.
never mind. Don't worry about it. All right.
You needed a 5, so the 6 mark a spirit. You are able to get the torch from the side of the table back over lit, and now you're back at the gym.
Naruto running the last.
Jack, no, don't do that. Jack, no. Don't Naruto run. Come on.
And that is going to give you 1 tick on relighting the gem.
Boss,
What's up, buddy?
I got the torch. He lifts it up so you can see that
I
it's on
see
fire.
that. You ran over there, back here, lit it, and then ran all the way back before you came back to tell me you got it. I watched, but it didn't light it right away. That's disconcerting.
Maybe we have to touch it to the gem.
What? Okay. Jack, tell me if this sounds like a dumb idea, right?
No.
What if we
it
get the
doesn't.
gem? I haven't even told you yet. Have I? What if we get the gem and put it in the forge?
That sounds like a lot more fun than lighting the torch. The gem was under glass, right?
The gem is under glass. But you see that as you touch the torch to the glass, there's a soft light in the gem.
Or, if we don't need the torch, I can light a greater surface area of my moss and bring the fire over wholesale.
That hurt you, Moz?
No, I mean, there's rock under here, and as long as you've got that patch of moss still on you, I'll grow it back.
He's got it tucked into his shirt like chest hair. Sticking out.
That's very funny. That's very good. Hey?
Sometimes I wear it like a beard.
Plus, if I think I could just probably peel off a little ring off my wrist and just light my whole hand without lighting the rest of the moss too. That might be
That's
maybe
a
a
good
little
idea.
bit safer. Hey?
Yeah, that's a great idea. You should do that.
Okay, you can wear this one like a headband. Moss will peel off a little ringlet of moss to give to Jack and then stick his hand in the forge flame.
Roll me a body check to make sure it doesn't.
Will.
Yeah.
Oh, baby! Oh my. Oh,
Meanwhile,
oh.
Jack's standing there looking like he's going to a gym in the 1980s with a big, thick, fuzzy headband around.
Yeah, Jack looks like Rocky.
We're gonna go with
that's-
target number 5.
Okay, you're gonna love this then. I got a 6, a 6, a 5, and a 5 on that one.
Alright, so you're gonna mark a shadow.
Yes, I am.
You have successfully lit your hand on fire. It's not harming you. You now have 2 torches in which you can use to relight this gem. And I'm going to mark 2 more successes as, Jack, you see standing next to this glass that just the abundance of flame that Moss has been able to get, from where they're standing, they're able to start to relight this gem. They don't even need to be next to it anymore. But Moss, as you take in this fire, you've already voiced your thought of staying here after. And before it was just to make your friend happy, if this is who you think it is. But now you're as your hand is on fire and you start seeing this light glow, you want to stay here. This is what you want to do. You like this darkness. You like being alone.
Yeah, that's what I'm made for.
And we'll go back to Pip and Belina, who are dealing with the creaking death. And I already forgot what the other question was.
To the creaking death.
Yeah.
I asked if he knew a woodkin named Pip, if that name sounded familiar.
Pip. Pip. It's a type of bird called a pip. I remember talking to birds. Birds used to stay in my branches. Nice bird.
Do you remember talking to a bird and sending messages to a woodkin named Pip? Not a bird named Pip, or a bird type of a pip bird. But a woodkin named Pip.
Give me a charm roll.
Okay. Oh no. That is the one that I have a 1 in.
Do you have any specialties to get extra dice?
Helping others, as in helping him remember who he is. Does that work?
That will work.
Cool. Okay. Awesome.
I could give a die too, because I'm basically on distraction mode.
I will allow that.
Thank you.
You get, so for your specialties, I'm allowing an extra die for each specialty that you can convince me will work in this situation.
See, the other specialties I have are magic knowledge, nature knowledge, and persuading, which I don't know if that would help with jogging someone's memory.
Well, you're asking about birds, which is nature.
Okay.
So I will let you have that one. Persuading, not so much, but I will give you nature knowledge as well. So that's 3 extra die.
Oh, okay. This just increased my chances.
You're looking for a target number 6.
Oh. Okay, I got that. Okay.
Awesome.
That scared me when you said 6. I was like throwing the dice down as you said 6. I was like, oh no.
You just got 1 6?
1 6, a 5, and 2 3s.
All right, mark a spirit for the success. And it's a long pause as he's looking at you, but it's like when someone's looking at you, but it feels like they're staring through you.
Like staring into my soul, or like not?
No, like if they're like not actually seeing you, like if they're staring like past you, like you're not even there. Kind of look. That like spaced out kind of look. But you can see the irises twitching. Like they're thinking. Bird, person, maybe the same. It's hard to remember. Nightmare takes a lot from you the longer you're here.
Well,
So you guys should probably leave.
Could I just give you one more thing and see if maybe that would help you remember or not remember, or rule out if it takes a lot, then maybe if I give a lot, then it will help. Do you know a woodkin named Hardy? Does that name sound familiar to you at all? Greenheart?
You see brief recognition of Greenheart. And then you feel before you see the branches just move away from you. Like, almost like you shocked it.
Just out of curiosity,
Dead.
did the leaf do anything? Like, you said it was kind of moving towards...
It's still moving. It's really high up. And it's a leaf. But you can't.
Long, hard conversation.
But you can still feel it moving. But as the leaf does almost come in contact with the branch, you'd say the name Hardy and Greenheart, and that's when it pulls away. And you see sadness and just dead, is what this creature says.
Sure. Greenheart is dead? Hardy?
There's no more Hardy.
That can't be true. That can't be. How would you know? You've been here. How would you know? That doesn't
Trust
seem right.
me. If anybody knows, it's me.
How? You need to explain that to me. If you think that you're the one that would know of all people, of everyone here, explain to me how you know.
Roll me a... You can choose to fail. Or roll a body check.
Is failing something I want to do?
That's up to you, isn't it?
Well, listen, I have a body of 2, so honestly, either way, it's probably a possibility. I'm just gonna roll the dice and see. I don't. Yeah, I got 2 4s.
All right, Belina. You see this conversation, and you've seen a turn, and you see Pip getting very emotional, and this tree shutting down. And when she asks, "How do you know?" you just see a branch come out of this tree's body and impale Pip.
We're trying to help you. And if you don't want help. And then there's this twisting, morphing of that more voidy, ghosty side that comes out, where it's almost like the vision of like a banshee that comes out.
Roll me
flying out.
Roll me a heart check to see if you can discern what's actually going on.
Absolutely. Noticing
We're
things?
looking... yes.
I got a 4. That's the highest I got.
That's a 4 is a success. Mark your spirit.
Okay.
This strike was not malicious, but you've been in Nightmare and you know that sometimes this is the only way. Moss and Jack. What do you guys do?
Jack saw this?
Nope. You guys have not seen this yet. You guys are still lighting the torch. This has not happened yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Moss is still scooping fire as fast as they can.
Jack's just kind of standing next to the glass, holding the torch next to it.
I need both of you to roll me heart checks. Target number 5.
Oh boy, I get one heart die. Ooh, oh boy, that's
I got no
one.
successes, but I have a talent called Tenacious, so I'm going to spend a spirit and re-roll it.
Okay. What was
I got
Moss's number?
1-5.
One.
You got a 1? So you got... Okay, so Jack... You're fine. This fire's nothing. You got this. You're just kind of... You're not even running back and forth because the torch is already lit. You guys are over halfway through getting this light lit. But Moss... I need you to take the exhausted condition, because maintaining this amount of flame is starting to take its toll on your body.
Okay.
Right.
I do have an ability called Unshakable and Unbreakable, so all of my conditions are tiered.
Okay.
And the first tier is basically I ignore the condition until I have to take it again.
Okay.
How I deal with problems, too.
Listen, my whole thing was like, Moss is strong and Moss is made of rock.
Yeah, and that works. That is gonna be good. Pip. You feel this branch impale you. And it hurts. Like something you've never felt before. And you've been hit, you've been struck, you've been hurt. But this is like a sorrow and a darkness that you've never experienced. And you can't really see, but you feel running. And you feel fighting. You can feel the blows that are hitting your body. You can feel your branches expanding farther than they've ever expanded, past the point of what anybody you know can do. And you're exhausted, and you're tired, and you just want to sleep, but you're pressing on, and you're pressing on. And then you've reached your breaking point, and then you feel your roots gone. Severed. They aren't there anymore. And you start to see leaves fall. The first thing you've been able to see, leaves fall. Orangish red. You can't move. You have no roots. You can't feel the ground. You wake up in darkness. And Belina, you don't... Pip looks the same. Just impaled. And then you see the creaking death withdraw its impaled bark.
What did you do to her?
He asked how I knew. And Pip, once the bark is removed from you, your roots are there. Your leaves are there. The pain is gone, but you still feel what was given to you.
And I'm not in the same room that I was. I'm completely...
you're in the room with everybody. What he gave you was a vision of the last thing he saw, the last things he felt.
happening to me. Oh my gosh. And I can't move?
No, you can move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're completely free.
The vision that I saw, did it look like where
The only thing you actually saw were the leaves falling off the tree as the roots were severed. But your leaves are still there. Orangish red.
She looks up at him and then, like, as soon as she does meet her eyes, she actually just looks away, almost like scorned, and said, I'm so sorry. I want to help, but I can't tell if you even want that.
Wants don't have much weight here in Nightmare. You just are, or you aren't.
That answer isn't good enough, but
Can I see how close Jack and Moss are to lighting it? Like, can I tell how long I need to keep persuading and things like that?
They're a little over halfway. There's still a bit of distracting that needs to be done. And luckily Pip has provided enough distraction that when their scene comes up, they might be able to get a couple of more, which will move to that. Are you two just continuing to hold the light?
Yeah, I mean that's what Jack's doing.
Heart checks for both of you.
Oh, that's much better. That's a 6 this time.
Awesome.
I got 2 5s and a 4 and a 2.
Jack. Moss, Spirit. Jack. Mark your skill.
Alright.
And take a shadow. No, don't take a shadow. I'm gonna give you a condition. You're already exhausted, right? From So what is the next one up from exhausted? You are injured, so you kind of hunch over, and you start to feel that a slight bit of that frailty that you felt when you had the nightmare in the hospital.
So Jack starts panting like he's having trouble breathing as he uses his free hand. He's clutching his rib cage.
Jack, you need to step away, mate. I've got it.
And Belina, you can see that it's almost fully lit.
Oh, we're almost there, Moss. We got it.
I got it. Jack, you are hurt. And Pip's going to kill me if she finds out that I let you get injured.
Oh, Pip wouldn't hurt a fly, Moss. You're okay.
You have to go help her. She needs you more than I do, Jack. I've got this. I promise. It's okay.
Yeah, so Jack will hand you the torch and kind of he can't run towards Pip at this point because he just doesn't have the breath for it, but he starts making his way towards her. And as he walks, it's like he starts dragging one leg like there's something seriously wrong with it.
I hope she can fix him.
Look, Death, Hardy, whatever your name is, I know what that's like. Where you feel cold and nothingness and completely alone. But you're not right now. And you have a choice. There's always a choice.
What choice does one have stuck in a tower playing dice games with a stone man?
The choice to let someone help them. Sometimes we don't have the solution. We can't fix our own problems, but people around us can lift us up, can make us be better, do better.
Roll me charm. And persuading. You're looking for target 6.
Can I assist?
Absolutely.
Cool, because she's literally talking about helping people, and I have that special.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's 1-6.
You can mark spirit. How badly do you want this to succeed? Either you or Pep.
Me. Always me. I'd rather get hurt rather than anyone else.
How badly?
I'll do whatever it takes.
Pip isn't gonna want you to do that.
What is, as Belina's talking, what is Pip doing? Because there's a way to defeat them right now, but it comes with price.
Entire time I have been waiting for the leaf to move just automatically towards, because it almost seemed like it was a magnet going, just attracting to its other half. I didn't know what, I was kind of just waiting to see what would happen, but now I want to see if I can reach up and grab that leaf and kind of help it along.
Belina, you are talking to the Creaking Death. Greenheart. No longer Greenheart. And you're able to distract him with the thought of a choice and helping others. Pip. While Belina has him distracted, you grab that leaf. And almost like moth to a flame, as soon as that leaf is off of your branches, it flies straight toward him. All of you see this. Even Jack, who's trudging across the room, and Moss with his molten arm. And you start to see as that one leaf hits a branch, a couple of more form, and a couple of more form. And the darkness starts to fade a little bit. And that is enough of a distraction that I need Moss to roll another heart check to see if he can light this gem.
That's another 6.
Awesome. Nothing happens. You're able, you don't take another shadow. You are able to get this gem lit. And as you kind of look to show everybody, or to let everybody know that, hey, we did it, you see, and what all of you see is, so Belina, Jack, and Pip were seeing the leaves start to slowly grow. And as the light starts to emanate up and out, it hits this creaking death as you start to see bark regrow. And the darkness that was in this tower starts to dissipate. And out the window, you hear the screeches of the shadows and the ghosts below as the light hits them and pushes them farther out into Nightmare, where they belong. As the corruption of the void that was in this place is slowly starting to be pushed out and cast aside. And you see out of the walls that you didn't notice before were the pieces of bark that Hardy had lost when he came to Nightmare. And he starts to regrow his leaves and his leaves and his bark and his sap. And he's still muscly. He doesn't lose that. But he also doesn't regain his roots. But his leaves and his bark is back.
But his delts and his pecs are incredible.
He's a hardy one.
I know I named him that for a reason.
Got that photosynthesis going on.
Ooh, that photosynthesis is working real well for him.
Powered by the sun.
As I see this happen, I just kind of have that moment of like that breathless, like, Hardy?
Pip?
Hi. Oh, you're not the creaking death anymore?
I don't know what I am anymore.
What do you mean? You're Hardy.
And you can see, Belina, you can see that he's a woodkin, but he's more like you. Like he is, but he isn't.
You're in between.
That's how it feels. Yeah.
Between what? And Pip just looks between the two of you.
Between light and dark. When you can survive the void, it still leaves an impression.
Everything has a cost. But
Thought the cost was the leaf. It takes more? This place just takes that much?
The void will
leave.
Sorry.
Look what it gave. Gives a second chance. Whatever is this goodness and darkness forces, whatever we paid there, gave Hardy a second chance. Just like I got one. Just how
Happy you
others
both
before
are
me did.
here. I am happy you both are here. I wish you could both feel how you always felt. I don't know what in between means. And I feel like neither of you deserve to have any part of you be stuck somewhere. But I'm happy you're both here.
It's just the
Well.
next great adventure.
There is no light without the dark. The dark can't creep in without the light. There needs to be an in-between to bridge that gap. So there's a barrier between the two. But the longer you're here, all of you, even you, he looks at Belina. It's gonna take more. Do you know how to get out of here? You know that you have to take something from Nightmare with you to get out. But there's a way.
We have to take a piece of it with us.
Take him. If Nightmare takes from you constantly, then perhaps being in Reverie gives something back. Two sides, same coin, yeah?
Possibly.
So what does that mean? What does that do? How do we do any of this? This doesn't make sense to me.
That's part of the adventure. We find out as we go.
So we go on another adventure. Away from Nightmare this time.
There's more of the void to be disbanded. There's corruption everywhere. Thank you for coming to find me.
Of course. I missed you. I hadn't heard from you. I didn't know what happened to you. I wanted to... I mean, technically I didn't know you were here, specifically, but... It just... Once I saw you, it felt like I needed to do something. And I'm glad it was you.
But,
If
you
I
need to... You need to be going.
Mhm.
Alina.
Mhm.
You know how to get out.
Yep.
You know there's only one way.
Yeah.
And all of you feel kind of like turbulence as you are being compressed. You can still feel branches. You don't see anything, but this is all Hardy's doing. I need one of you to roll me a heart check. Target number 5. Who would like to do it?
I shouldn't press my luck.
Jack has a 4 in heart, but he is currently in very bad shape.
Yeah, so you have a negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a negative 1 to your heart.
At this point, Jack is wheezing on the floor, and his legs from the outside look mangled. And he's bleeding from the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. And he just.
I
Did we
can
win,
fix
Pip?
it. I can fix it.
And you want me to make the roll, or is someone else gonna make it?
I'm gonna fix you if we have time.
You do not have time to fix him.
It
Yeah,
also
This is
has
all
4
happening.
heart, guys.
I have a 4 heart. And I also have the helping others thing.
This
So-
has nothing to do with Jack. I need you to roll heart check if you're going to be the one to roll heart.
Yeah.
Your target number is 5.
Jack's worlds
Okay.
are bleeding in on each other right now.
Yes,
Okay.
they are.
Okay, it scared me for a second. So it's a 5 and 3 threes.
Okay. That is a success. You don't want to know what happened on a failure. So, Jack, your worlds are bleeding together. You are currently feeling what you felt in your nightmare. Moss.
Mhm.
Everybody multiplies. Instead of just the current group in this room, there are dozens of other woodfolk, woodkin.
Oh,
Belina, you see nothing, nobody, everything disappears. As all of you get pushed out of this window and are falling from the highest part of this tower. As Belina knows, there's only one way to enter and leave Nightmare. You have to take one with you when you leave, and you have to face your worst fears. Because you passed, you only take the one you choose with you. And it sounded like you guys chose Hardy. So as you land safely on top of the Moss Mountain. Hardy, roots and all. Still a little bit of the darkness in him that will never leave. As there's a little bit of that darkness and corruption that will never leave any of you. As you have successfully rescued your friend. And rid, not necessarily Reverie, but another part of the realm of the void. I think it's a good place to end. Jack is fine. He was just experiencing a nightmare. He's gonna live.
it's gonna live.
Or he was starting to wake up again.
It's Jack's world. We're all just living in it.
But I would like to go around and let my wonderful cast tell you how they're feeling, where everybody can find you, and all that good stuff. Let's start with the fresh blood. Let's start with Belina again.
All right. Hi guys. I am Mary Kate Mead. I was playing Belina. You can find me at Nerd on Wheels 15 on socials, where I chat about disability, TTRPGs, and everything in between. I had a blast in this game. Good Strong Hands is so good. Check out the Kickstarter. If you want to see more of what I do, you can find me on Friday at 9 p.m. EST. We are coming back with our final season of our Monster of the Week campaign called Weird Web. It's a fun amalgamation of mythology and King Arthur mishmash together in a modern world. It's going to be crazy. There was time travel when we left off. And then Saturday, I'm in a really fun one-shot over on HSC, High Shelf Collective. We are doing a charity event for Guardians Mental Health, and that is at 8 p.m. EST. Another Monster of the Week campaign that JT or
JT or G, whichever one you're feeling.
All right. Jeet's also in, and it's gonna be Blast. And I love their character. It's awesome.
Let's go to Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack. I was being played by Jason, who is also known as Graphical Ronin. Illustrator, graphic designer. I can be found on Twitter at JJSYNN, or most places it's Graphical Ronin. I'm in a few live plays. Thursday nights, I'm in a Vampire the Masquerade over on Weave the Tale. Fridays, I am on. We're in the end game of a 5e campaign called Ruinous Paths D&D. Next Wednesday, I'm pretty sure I'm playing Call of Cthulhu right here. And I believe the Wednesday after that, I'm playing Blades in the Dark right here as well. So I'll be around.
We just have your Wednesdays.
All right, take them all.
Then we'll go to Moss.
Hello, I'm JT or Jeet, however you're feeling. You can find me at WeebJeet on Twitter. I have a number of things, so I apologize in advance. First things first is this Friday. It's not technically my tables week, but I do have to advertise it because I love this other table. It's a season of Secrets and Shadows over on Live from the Apocalypse, starring a couple of our very own. We're playing a Regency-themed Monster Hearts game with 2 tables that has been alternating every other week. This Saturday, as Mary mentioned, I'm in the charity game for Guardians Mental Health on High Shelf Collective, playing a funny little guy. Next Monday, Looney and I are going to be playing Cyberpunk Red on High Shelf Collective with our good friend Nate. And then Thursday, the 25th, Lonnie is running a very promising, fun game of Wander Home. The 26th is Season of Secrets and Shadows. That's the week I'll be playing. We just got extended for a couple more episodes each, so that's fun. Tuesday the 30th, I will be back here on Lost Caravan to play, to continue our ongoing monthly Nova series, in which certainly nothing bad will happen to us. And then back with Nova again on June 5th, and then I am running something next month for Lost Caravan as well with our little Chaos crew, which is looking to be rather fun. But that is all I have for now.
Then last but not least, we got Pip.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Lonnie, or Looney Shaws. I was playing Pip tonight. I thought I died at one point when I got impaled. So everything's fine. Everything's good. I had a lot of fun playing with this cast again. We haven't played since February, so just and Mary was a great addition. So just all around amazing time as always. If you want to see me in more streams, well, you're in luck because I think I'm streaming Monday through Thursday next week. Purely by accident, but here we are. I will be back here on Friday for Locust, so another trauma-filled game. Ready for it. Monday, as JT mentioned, we will be in Cyberpunk Red over on High Shelf Collective. On Tuesday, what is my Tuesday? Tuesday is Necrobiotic, which we haven't played also in 3 months, so let's see if we remember what we're doing.
Talk about trauma-filled.
What?
Talk about trauma-filled.
Yeah. And then Wednesday's Call of Cthulhu. And then Thursday, very, very happy wander home. There's capybaras, there's possums, there's all the good things. Just we don't even have our session 0 until the 22nd, but everyone has already come up with the most wholesome character ideas, and they're already talking and asking each other questions, getting to know each other's characters, and Wander Home is also the first TTRPG book I ever bought and thought maybe I'll run a game one day. So just I don't even care how much trauma I acquire from the rest of the week. Wander Home will be that day where it's just
It should also be said to the merit of Wanderhome that when we play Wanderhome, we are going to have a rare hoop player appearance.
Yes.
A very
Well, that's the beauty of
valuable and
Waterhome.
rare
Every
experience.
player.
I
It's
was
like-
shook when I saw that he filled out an application to be in the
He
game,
didn't.
and I was like, wait a minute. No?
You
Nope.
just stuck him in there?
No, he
Sabotaged it.
said, I said, Hoop, is there a game you want to play that has a guest GM? And he was like, Wanderhome. And it's like, okay, I'll shoot it over to Looney.
Okay. He was just mixed in with all the other players and just said, like, this is the only game I signed up for. And I was just like, okay, someone's going to have to remind me that I'm supposed to do the introductions, not Hoop, because I'm going to get confused. But I'm obviously very, very excited. So if you are free on the 25th, come check it out. JT and I will be there. It'll be a really good time.
Right, and that brings it back to me. I was your guide through the nightmare tonight. You can find me at Dido11. I will not be on screen until like June for Lost Caravan, but I will be over on Random Rhapsody next Wednesday doing Curse of Strahd. It's the end of the month. I do a lot of behind the scenes things now. So the end of the month I try not to stream too much. But luckily we get to see all of these amazing faces, and there will be a lot more other guest GMs in front of the screens and in your faces. If you liked the nightmare aspect of Reverie and you liked the Vestige, please, please, please go to Kickstarter and get this supplement. It has been amazing to read and a great addition. There's a lot of extra magic and magic items that we didn't really get to touch on, but they are super great and amazing. I will post the link in chat again. And that's all we have for you guys tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I am late to it, but I see that we had a raid. Thank you very much for any of the raiders who are still here. And have a good night.